Just cooking, and today I'm going to teach you a quick French toast dessert that can be cooked in under 10 minutes. For the French toast, we're going to add some eggs, some condensed milk so it gets nice and sweet, about a tablespoon and a half, some heavy whipping cream that you would normally use for whipped cream, a little bit of vanilla, a lot of cinnamon, and finally a nice splash of milk. And now you mix it up nice and carefully. In a pan, I've just put some butter and I've put it on ripping hot heat. Maybe it can be a little less, but what you want is it to be nice and hot. Here I just have some regular sandwich bread. You can use whatever bread you like, but I think this bread works really well because it has some holes here to suck up this batter. So now you're just gonna dunk this and let this become like super soggy, and just let it soak up all that. Get some cinnamon stuff. Just let it all get nice and soaked up. Now you just dab it quickly, and I like to be efficient, so I do 2 in a pan, and then you just leave it here, but make sure not to get it cooked too much. Like, we just want to lightly cook it, and then once it's lightly cooked, we'll put on the plate, and then we'll get to the next step. So these look lightly cooked for the most of it. So now we'll just remove, and if you're going to do more, just repeat this process. But I'm just going to change pans, and we're going to keep this on a lower heat. Now, like so. And now we need to wait for it to heat up before we do the next step. Now that we have the pan and it's quite hot, still on that low heat, we're gonna just grab the side that is less cooked. So I'm gonna say this side, and I'm just gonna put in some regular old refined sugar and just kind of spread it out. Look, it's okay if it looks like a lot, because when you remove it to put it on here, a lot of it spills to the sides, which is good because then it reminds us on how much we should cook it. So look what happens when I transfer it.
Going to be seeing the dentist after this one.
Yeah. It'll just, a lot splashes to the side, and then we're just going to let this cook here, and right here, it's spilled. So when this becomes like a golden brown deep caramel color, or becomes liquidy, that's when we know we need to remove the bread, because this sugar is going to caramelize on the French toast. When you thwack it with a spoon, it's going to become exactly like a creme brulee. That's why we needed to sink this in for a long time. Cue. Look at this sugar, it's become liquidy and golden brown. So I'm going to put it on the highest heat for a few seconds. 1, 2, 3, 5 seconds. Remove it off from all heat, and then just scoop this up quickly and remove. And look at this caramel strands. This is the sugar caramelizing. So now we wait for it to cool down, because this sugar here is still very liquidy. So once it cools down, we have a nice thick sugar coating, just like you would find in a creme brulee. And now that it's cooled down, listen to this crunch. Just like a creme brulee. Now, if you don't want all this extra sugar or a trip to the dentist, you can just have it like regular French toast. But if you want this nice crunch exterior, you can do it like the method I showed in the pan, or you just sprinkle some on and grab a blowtorch. Now I'm going to serve with some whipped cream because I think it will go well together. Now let's thwack it on. That's just perfect. And it's so nice and soft that you can just cut it with a spoon. No knife and fork needed. Like a one-hand duo. single because you can't have a duo with one. Now, let's give a taste. Ten out of 10. Just, I have no words. Because when you bite it, the crunchy layer is on the top of your mouth, so you get that nice texture. Then on the bottom you get like your nice typical French toast texture. With the cream, it just pairs perfectly. No words. You have to make this. Make sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching today's video.